Hey horse lovers, welcome back to Free Spirit Equestrian. Today, I'm gonna be lunging Belle for the first time since she gave birth to little Ezzy here. I know, you want a treat. I just gave you one. Get all those flies off of you. So we gotta get this girl back into shape, okay? So I'm gonna start working with her lightly, 2 to 3 days a week, just groundwork and lunging. And then once Ezzy is weaned in about 5 months or so, roughly, then we'll start doing some more serious training. And then eventually I'll be able to ride Belle. It's gonna be so much fun. But let's start our lunging session. So we're gonna groom, fly spray, and then we'll see how it goes. And we'll see how Miss Ezzy responds to it. Might be a little crazy. Are you ready to exercise? She looks very thrilled. No offense, but you kind of look like a whale. Sort of feel like you're pregnant, but I know you're not. All right, Ezzy, are you gonna be a wild child while I'm working with your mama? Yes, the answer is yes. What is that? Belle, you good girl? Ezzy is very curious about everything. Oh, probably get zoomies going. It's gonna be fun. Kyle's gonna be filming today, my husband.
Hopefully Ezzy doesn't run into me.
Or me. That's the worry here. It's not Belle. Belle's cool.
She already got a little spunky when she first got in.
She's crazy. All right, let's get those flies off you and groom this girl up. You are something. You gonna lunge? Pre-lunge at Liberty?
Yeah, she's gonna do some Liberty.
Crazy. This is about your mama today. You get all the attention. So many people have said, poor Belle, she gets no attention. It's all about Ezzy. I'm just here to tell you that's not true. Belle gets plenty of attention too, okay? You can't judge off just a short video or just video clips, you know what I mean? I'm out here with them all of the time. You're insane! Wild Ezzy. So for those of you who don't know, Belle is 7 years old and she's just under 16.2 hands high. So she is a pretty big girl and I just love her so much. She's so beautiful, so sweet. And I'm excited to just spend time with her today, groom her, and finally get her some exercise because I want her to be healthy and keep her in shape, and then obviously just work with her, giving her some mental stimulation and a little bit of a routine. Previously, it was my determination that Belle wasn't really broke to ride in the way she was responding to our training sessions. She was a good girl, but it just seemed like she was a little bit on edge and didn't really know what we were doing. However, that definitely improved as we continued training. So the plans could change in regards to when I'm going to ride her, but I'm going to take everything day by day. And right now, like I said, my goal is just get her in shape, get her doing something in a routine, and just spend time with her and Ezzy. Okay, so for Belle's face, I'm just going to spray the brush and then brush her face because there's some yucky flies on there. Good girl, mama. Good girl. Ezzy's jealous. Brush your little ears, brush your little facey. What's mama doing? What's mama doing? Okay. So like I said, I have not lunged Belle since Ezzy was born. So it's been a month and a half. And obviously I didn't do a ton with her when she was getting really close to delivering. So we'll see how she does today. Ezzy's just gonna be at Liberty in the outdoor arena. So we're just gonna do the best we can, but Belle needs to get some more exercise and get in a little bit more of a routine. That way she's ready to, start her training regimen once Miss Ezzy's weaned. And she's pretty chill. So, all right, let's get your lunge line. I'm very eager to see how Belle responds to our lunging session, if she kind of just goes with the flow and goes into it, or if she's going to be a little bit more on edge because we haven't done it for a little while, or because obviously we have Ezzy right there. But she seems to just be really calm right now, and her energy is really good. And I think she also knows that she's in a safe place and a familiar environment, you know, in the outdoor arena. And obviously she's with me constantly. So we'll see how this session goes.
Didn't even phase Mom.
I want to get like a cool picture of her like running by Buffy while I'm letting go. Oh my gosh, Belle is literally so unfazed. It is cracking me up. She's like, yep, that's my kid. You're working with me. Somebody else deal with her.
This is very productive.
Okay. Just let me know if she comes springing up behind you. That's all I want to know. Good girl, Belle. Are you crazy? Yes. The answer is yes. Don't do it. Child's wacko. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ezzy, you're wacky. So far, Belle is responding very positively. She's walking very calm out on the lunge. She's understanding. When I ask her to halt, she turns in. So I'm very happy that so far she's responding great. And I love that she's okay with lunging, even though Ezzy's in here. I think, again, because she knows she's in a safe environment and we're not taking Ezzy away or restraining her from seeing her, and that we have to get her some exercise. And getting her some exercise is for her own well-being. Like, I don't want her to become obese or overweight. Like, she needs movement. All horses need movement. Ezzy is so cute, and she definitely thinks that we're playing a game, and it is cracking me up. Also, isn't Belle just like so gorgeous? I just think she's absolutely stunning. And Ezzy and her are like gold and silver currently. They're just so beautiful. I am really looking forward to riding Belle when that day comes. She's just so magnificent, and I cannot wait to see like how her gaits feel under saddle. Again, I don't know exactly when that's going to be. It could be sooner rather than later. It could be winter. It could be spring. It could be fall. I have no idea. Like I said, I'm just going to take everything in stride and get her back in shape and just make sure that she's comfortable, like, you know, with Ezzy and everything like that. But yeah, I just can't wait. She's so cool. And obviously Ezzy too, but I got a few years before that happens.
Yep.
Brief intermission. Good girl, Belle.
Snack time.
Belle's the chillest of the chill. You're a good girl. Look at her, she's sleeping. Is that your baby? What a good girl. Belle is the chillest of the chill. I'm actually really impressed. And Ezzy is just having a blast thinking we're playing a game. But it's great for Ezzy too because she gets some visual observation, and because Belle is being so well behaved, it's setting an excellent example. And I love how Belle is, she's looking at her baby, but she's not concerned at all. She knows that she's in a safe place and that she's familiar with this area. So Ezzy can go do her thing, act crazy and rambunctious, and Belle is still staying pretty focused. Yeah, you sweet baby. Are you being a good girl? Are you tired now? You ran and drank and ate, yeah? Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Okay, back to lunging. Girl, Belle. It honestly feels so good working with Belle again, doing some groundwork and getting her back into shape. I'm very, very excited for everybody's future here, like Belle and Ezzy's. It's going to be so much fun, and this journey has been so incredible thus far. Miss Ezzy, she wants some attention, so I'm going to pet her for a little bit.
The top of her head's almost the same as yours.
I know.
She's big.
Ezzy has been learning quite a few things, moving away from pressure, halter leading, and just basic handling skills. But I also want to show her that the whip is safe and it's not there to hurt her. It is an extension of the arm, and she did really well with it. As I've said in other videos, when it comes to foal training, I do believe that less is more, but I think doing things in small doses and working on basic handling skills is very, very important because you never know what kind of situation will arise. And like I said, and you can see, Belle is very cool about me working with Ezzy and handling her. And I really only do it on Ezzy's terms and Belle's terms, of course. But Belle is just always really good about it, and it just makes me so happy, and it makes everything easier since Ezzy is my first foal. So Ezzy has literally outgrown this halter. She's on the last hole already. We are going to practice some halter leading with Miss Ezzy. So I'm barely putting any pressure on her because her neck is still extremely fragile, but I want her to get used to walking without the rope too. So more so just following. And then Belle just happened to follow us and help, which was super sweet of her. She is such an amazing mare.
Maybe Belle's helping you.
So when I first started teaching Ezzy how to lead, what I would do is put a rope behind her, and I have that in some other videos. But like I said, now I'm just practicing walking with her, trying to get her to follow, and when I halt, getting her to halt and stop her feet, and just, you know, the basic skills. And I think this is so important because number one, she's going to be ginormous, I feel like. And number two, I think you just never know what situation's going to come up. You know, what if I had to go catch her? I want her to be familiar with this process. And again, only doing this in short little spouts.
Good job, Ezzy.
She's doing so good.
You're so smart.
Look at her little lick and chew.
Good baby.
All right, let's go.
She's humongous, Kyle. She's taller than me. If I didn't have boots on, she'd be taller than me.
Or a bun.
Yeah. Mommy's not big. Well, your mommy's big, but your second mommy is not big. I am 5 foot. Here's a good girl. Oh, that little lippy. That little lippy. I'll just do this a little bit to start getting her used to her ears being touched. Just very gentle. Oh, everyone's so sleepy. They work so hard. Mama. Yeah. I'm trying to tire your kid out. My girl. Oh, you're so squeezy. You're just so squeezy.
Finding Belle and then receiving Ezzy as basically a gift has been the most incredible, emotional, surprising journey, and I will remember this for the rest of my entire life.
Oh my God. Hi.
I honestly can't even fathom the thought of thinking of where they could have ended up if they didn't come to Free Spirit Equestrian and if I didn't have them in my life. They are so special to me, and I just had no idea what was even happening when I found Belle. And I just can't imagine where Ezzy could have ended up, or Belle feeling like she was unsafe, and I'm just so grateful for them.
I think that session went honestly really well. Belle was just amazing, and Ezzy was pretty good. Don't run into me. Yeah, Belle is so chill. I think honestly that her hormones have kind of worn off now as far as like the pregnancy goes. She seems a lot more relaxed, so that was awesome. She honestly is like, she doesn't give any craps right now. Like, she's just so chill. I love her. She's so gorgeous. You are beautiful. And Ezzy is so good. She's like total baby mode right now. You know, very curious and exploring and mouthy, just in like a normal exploratory foal type way. A lot of people are like, obviously I'm not going to let her nip me and be super crazy, but I think people don't understand foals and horses explore with their mouth, okay? They don't have opposable thumbs. They don't have fingers, okay? So that's how they explore. But yeah, like I'm not going to let her nip and stuff. I might just like move away from her or direct her this way, but I'm going to let her smell and lick a little bit too. Like that is how they explore. Okay, they have hooves. How else would they do that? It's a way of communication. So that's just something to consider. Now Belle and Ezzy can get some pasture time and just relax for the rest of the day. So horse lovers, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything Free Spirit Equestrian or any updates with Belle and Foal. And I'll see you next time. Really hope you enjoyed our session. Bye.